I graduated in 2017, studied 6-3, which is computer science and engineering.
Hi everyone! My name is Miri from Miri's View channel. I don't really film many videos in English, but for today's topic, I thought it might be useful to record this video in English for everyone's benefit. So today's topic is about 3 tips for students and parents when they go to the college admissions event. For me, I'm an MIT interviewer, so I go to an MIT admissions event, and so I did today. And after attending the event, I thought, oh my gosh, it would be really helpful if I film my video for the tips for the students and parents. If you come in knowing something, then it's gonna make use of your time much better. Looking back, I didn't really know the purpose of the event. My name is Miri, please remember me, please. But I should have been more wise. So I'm not sure how the college admissions event go for many colleges, but for at least MIT, first we go in to set up ourselves. Students and parents come in, and first there's like a small networking opportunities. The admissions officer goes through the PowerPoint presentation for MIT education counselors, interviewers, or admissions officers. We introduce ourselves there, and after that we have like a general Q&A session, and we have a private Q&A session. So first of all, when you approach to them privately, either before the session or after the session, you should prepare an elevator pitch. Elevator pitch is like a very short pitch just to appeal yourself. So that time is really precious. I know the purpose of this event is just to get the information more about the school and for you to ask questions. Of course, that should be the priority. But you have to get everything out of that time when you're there. Make sure that those people who will be reviewing your application and who will be interviewing you remember your name and face. They might, recommend you to other interviewer or other admission officer. You don't know what might happen. So because you don't know what might happen, you want to try to make every single path possible so that you get more chances to be revealed yourself out of the paper. Prepare an elevator pitch, not too long, maybe like a minute or 2, just to explain about yourself, and then ask questions. Hi, my name is so-and-so. By the way, this is my question. Then they're never gonna remember you. I mean, of course they're gonna answer your question, but they're never gonna remember you. But you want them to remember you while you're there. So just prepare an elevator pitch and explain about yourself, so that when they hear your question, they get more background about where you're coming from. So make a strong impression on them while you're there. Second, it might sound very general, but it's really important. Ask the right question. Ask the right question. When you're meeting them one-on-one, the question should be specific to yourself, which might be helpful by adding an elevator pitch and explaining about yourself. I am interested in this kind of field of computer science. I've done this, that, and that, and that, and I'm interested in this. And is there any possible way I can get connected to this certain professor? Or like this, instead of like, what is your Greek life there? Like this kind of question may be important if Greek life is important to you, of course. If you're going to ask about Greek life, then you want to be more specific about that Greek life by adding some sentences about yourself, which should be the time to appeal yourself. Another tip is, don't let your parents ask questions. Your parents are not going to be the one who's attending college, but it's going to be you. So you should ask questions, and you should be eager to ask questions, and you should be curious about the school. And I feel like I see so many parents who are more curious than you are, and I'm like, okay, well then, it's their parents' dream, it's not your dream, and you're gonna be the one who's attending college, and when you come to the college, how are you going to survive without them? I have to show some of the independency when you're facing admissions officers. You can do it. The third thing is, ask email and keep in touch with them. They can be another resources to you. They can be your backup. It never hurts to just get their email. It doesn't hurt. I really recommend getting the email from them as soon as possible during the time frame that they remember you. Usually the time recommended is 3 days. Really recommend the day off. So when you send an email, just explain about what you talked about and say thank you and you would like to keep in touch. And most likely they're gonna get back to you and say yes, because to be honest, we don't get paid to do it. Everyone really enjoys helping you guys, meeting passionate young generations like you guys. So we really enjoy talking to you. And if you guys send us an email, most likely we will send it back. Today I got several emails as well, and that was a huge plus. They're the one who gets a second mark in my head, and even though they don't have me as interviewer, then they can ask me like tips, before really going to an MIT interview, and you can get 1 or 2 tips that might be very valuable to you, and who knows, that's gonna bring you up on interview level. So if you try one more step or 1 or 2 steps more than other people, that's gonna make you stand out. Please remember to leave the impression. And also, regarding event like this, be open as well, because that's also the time that not only you're kind of appealing to yourself, but the school should also appeal to you. So you might listen to the information, or you might talk to them and realize, who knows, that school doesn't fit you. So it's not a one-sided, it's a two-sided story. And going to college is, it's such a great opportunity. You're going to open up a whole new perspective and you're going to enjoy it very much, trust me. So I'm really excited for your future journey, and don't get too stressed out because you're gonna do well. Cheer up! Bye! Hopefully this video is really helpful, and if you have any questions, leave the comment below. If you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Love you!